State Wildcats' Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kansas State's offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Oh, and I love that pro call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leading on this running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! They put the first points on the board.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Lee. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's carry on. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wildcats have moved it inside the 20. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock. No hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Complete in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win, but today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Takes a hit as he fired. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
42, Spider. 4-2.
He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Hillstead. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Makes the catch. It's carry-on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. Finding an escape route. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little time. Backs looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Handoff to the single back. Makes him talk to the hand. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start the...
Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's carry on. It'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's on. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw again. Now adjusting. Ripping through the defense. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Kansas State has it first and goal.
Get set, get set.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything, there is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How about the play by the big defensive lineman? Not known for interceptions, usually getting after the quarterback, stopping the run. Had a chance to make an interception and then do something with it. Take it all the way back to the house. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not in slow motion, but he got in the end zone, and that's all that matters.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. First down and more. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out fast. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Rides the back and leaves it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. The give on the option. Sweet cut there. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air, it's Hillstead. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. Turns on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. In this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They believe they can run right here. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
The Wildcats inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Scores on a sneak.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Hillstead. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback extends the play. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.